We are ready.
All right. Well, looking at the analog clock, it's 5:30 PM and I will call the regular council meeting of October 15th to order at 5:30. And ask if there are any amendments to the agenda.
Through you, Mayor Lawrence, I have none.
Thank you. Motion that the agenda for the regular council meeting October 15th be approved as presented. Moved by Councilor Timpson, seconded by Councilor Cassidy. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Declarations of pecuniary interest.
Mayor Lawrence, so arising from the October 7th special meeting in closed session, we did have a declaration from Councillor Van Breda. So it was respecting the matter that was discussed in closed session, but in accordance with our procedure bylaw, we just report that out at the next regular meeting. So that has now been completed.
Thank you. A motion to adopt the minutes of the following meetings, the September 17th, 2025 regular council meeting and the September 25th, 2025 special council meeting minutes be approved as presented. Moved by Councilor Timpson, seconded by Councilor Cassidy. Discussion? All in favor? Carried. And a motion that the minutes of the September 4th, 2025 Environment Committee meeting be received. Moved by Councilor Lego, seconded by Councilor Van Breda. Any discussion? All in favor? Carried, thank you. And there's one item, I will lift item 7.1. And there are no items not requiring appointment of the municipal auditor and staff. I'll turn it over to you.
Great. Thank you, Mayor Lawrence. So every 5 years or so, we appoint auditors as is required in the Municipal Act. The tenure for the current firm is set to expire, and so we've issued an RFP and reviewed the proposals and are recommending Grant Thornton as the auditor for the next 5-year period. In addition to
All right, so maybe I'll take a motion on the table for discussion then. That council authorizes the appointment of Doan Grant Thornton as the auditor for the corporation of the municipality of Sioux for a 5-year term, 2026 to 2030. And further, the council authorizes the passing of bylaw number 66-25, being a bylaw to authorize the mayor and the treasurer to execute a contract between the municipality of Sioux and Doan Grant Thornton LLP for the provision of auditing services for fiscal years 2026 through 2030. Need a mover? Councilor Cassidy, seconded by Councilor Lego. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried, thank you. Delegations, other items, bylaws. Bylaw number 66-25 being a bylaw to authorize the mayor and the treasurer to execute a contract between the corporation of the municipality of Sioux and Doan Grant Thornton LLP for the provision of auditing services for fiscal years 2026 through 2030. Bylaw number 66-25 be read first, second, and third time and passed. Moved by Councilor Van Breda, seconded by Councilor Cassidy. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. No notice of motion. Outside resolutions. We have 2 tonight. Clerk.
To you, Mayor Lawrence. So the first outside resolution is from the City of Dryden respecting water safety and swim to survive training. It reads, whereas drowning is one of the leading causes of preventable deaths among children in Ontario, and research by the Life Saving Society of Ontario shows that most children who drown never intended to be in the water, and whereas evidence demonstrates that even basic swimming and water survival skills significantly reduce the risk of drowning, and whereas many children in Ontario do not have equitable access to swimming lessons outside of school due to financial, cultural, or geographic barriers, and whereas several municipalities across Ontario have expressed strong interest in improving water safety education for children, and whereas the Ministry of Education has the authority to incorporate water safety and survival training into the regular elementary school curriculum, as a universal life-saving skill comparable to fire safety and road safety instruction. Therefore, be it resolved that the Corporation of the Municipality of Sioux supports the resolution passed by the Council of the Corporation of the City of Dryden and respectfully urges the Government of Ontario through the Ministry of Education to incorporate mandatory water safety and swim to survive training into the elementary school curriculum for all Ontario students.
So we had a mover, the same way as usual, a mover. Councillor Timpson, seconded by Councillor Pasco. Discussion. Any discussion? So, question, this is City of Dryden, it has a pool, and the students there would avail themselves of that, the Board of Education could. How does this impact Sioux Lookout?
I think the idea is just that the more municipalities that call on the province for incorporating this type of curriculum into the school programming for elementary students, that there's a greater chance that will be acted upon. I think that the fact that Sioux Lookout doesn't have a pool, that any type of swimming that will be done would be in lakes and the water system. So there could be even more benefit for Sioux Lookout and certainly for Sioux Lookout children in certain respects, just because they don't have access to a more controlled environment.
During the school year, though, they're not going to probably access the lake for lessons, which is unfortunate.
But there could
I'm not suggesting.
there could be other components to the training.
Sure. Very good.
And it does say in here, it will be similar to fire safety and road safety instruction, which is classroom instruction. So it makes it sound like it would be classroom instruction.
I'm all for it to just.
Yeah.
Nothing further, all in favor? Carried, thank you. And the second outside resolution.
Thank you through you, Mayor Lawrence. So this is a resolution from KDMA entitled Addressing Critical Challenges with Immigration Worker Programs in Northwestern Ontario. Whereas municipalities across the Kenora District face acute labor shortages in essential sectors, including healthcare, hospitality, retail, forestry, and mining, and rely heavily on access to immigration and temporary foreign worker programs to meet these demands. And whereas the Kenora District is among the most rural and remote in Ontario, with municipalities recording some of the highest rurality index of Ontario, RIO scores, such as Red Lake, RIO 98, Big Lake, RIO 100, Sioux Lookout, RIO 97, Ear Falls, RIO 95, Nation, RIO 100, and Sioux Narrows, Nestor Falls, RIO 96, underscoring the extreme remoteness and limited labor market access faced by communities across the region. And whereas the processing delays for labor market impact assessments, particularly for renewals, have reached over 6 months in many cases, forcing workers into precarious legal status, disrupting businesses, and threatening the community of essential services such as hospitals, seniors care, schools, and local retail. And whereas the recently implemented cap limiting temporary foreign workers to 10% of an employer's workforce further disadvantages small remote northern communities where unemployment is far below the provincial average and local Canadian labor simply cannot meet demand. And whereas the inability of LMIA applications to flag current renewals for skilled workers already contributing to the Canadian labor force compounds these delays and undermines the federal government's stated goal of attracting and retaining international talent. Therefore, be it resolved, the Corporation of the Municipality of Sioux Lookout supports the Kenora District Municipal Association's call upon the Government of Canada to, 1, establish a streamlined labor market impact assessment process for work permit renewals for existing employee foreign workers critical to maintaining services in remote and northern communities. Number 2, expedite processing times for renewal-related applications to prevent lapses in authorization and employer disruption. Number 3, reconsider the 10% cap on temporary foreign workers with exemptions for rural and northern municipalities where chronic labor shortages are documented and Canadian recruitment remains unsuccessful. And 4, engage directly with Northwestern Ontario municipalities, including a visit by the Prime Minister and federal ministers, to witness firsthand the role of immigration and foreign workers play in sustaining northern communities and economies.
Thank you. Moved by Councillor Van Breda, seconded by Councillor Timpson. Discussion. Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Council reports. Councilor Cassidy.
Set it up. For me, it's just been kind of normal business, pace meeting and a couple hydro board meetings and then attending special council meetings as well. So.
Great, thank you. Councilor Gosselin.
We've done quite a bit with the TRC this month. I should turn this on. So we've done quite a bit with the TRC this month. We attended the powwow. It rained. Then we went to the walk. We also went and met with the press for the signs that we collaboratively did with the students that were hung up on Wellington Street and Oklahoma Drive. And we also went to the flag raising, and we did our video, Darlene and myself, with Brent Wesley as doing the production and the filming, did a video on the traditional name of Sioux. And we've had over 5,000 views already. So it's got a little bit of traction. So hopefully, I think Darlene and I are gonna do a couple more videos in the future.
Let's see.
Yeah. What else? Oh, went to the 3 special meetings. And and we've had some communication from the public around moving the Sioux, because we do plan on relocating that at some point, but it's not going to happen immediately. And I mean, there will be quite a bit of input and thoughtfulness put into it. So if people are concerned, don't worry. There will be an opportunity for people to have a voice on how it's done. So we just want to make sure that that's out there. And there is actually an event next Wednesday hosted by the Friendship Center to clean the site, and at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. So I plan on going, and hopefully a couple other of the TRC members will be there.
Thank you. Councilor Van Breda.
Thank you. I attended the special council meeting on the 25th and on October 2nd. I attended the Franco-Ontarian flag raising. It was the 50th celebration, the first time it was raised out in the University of Sudbury in 1975. Attended the powwow at the town beach. Attended the flag raising for the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. Attended the walk and other events that took place throughout the week. Had a environment committee, and then I attended the Sisters in Spirit at the town beach. And then last Saturday, I attended the Diwali celebrations at the Forest Inn.
Councilor Timpson.
Okay, regular meetings of the Environment Committee, medical doctor recruitment, the committee that I'm on, and I'm now on the bylaw committee of the hospital, in which we are reviewing the bylaws, which are relatively outdated. So I just came from that meeting. And the Canadian Municipal Association, where the issue that we just voted on, the support resolution we just voted on, was discussed. I attended the Sisters in Spirit event at the beach. And the issue, which I circulated this morning, with a number of people talk to me about the roundabout, how people are not forming the proper signals and yielding as they're supposed to in roundabouts. So I sent that concern to Brian, who has responded, and that's about it. I had to miss a hospital meeting and a library board meeting. So that's my month.
Thank you. Councilor Angican.
Okay, I attended the doctor recruitment a couple of times, and I guess we're in the process of updating the PowerPoint. Okay, and then the TRC committee, we attended the flag raising with the mayor and everybody. And we also did the video, which was very well received. And pronunciation of Wanangang is becoming more well known because a lot of people didn't realize what the name of it of the town was, which is Bay of Sandy Beaches, and that's what it means in the Ojibwe language. We also had a TRC meeting on when was that? Tuesday, October 14th, yesterday. Sorry. And we discussed a lot of things. We're moving forward with an upcoming event in spring. We're hoping to have a gala, and the gala would be about the TRC, but it would also encourage and give recognition to people in town who have been part of the truth and reconciliation, mainly reconciliation work that happens, including the youth in the schools. You know, would be nice to see them get prizes at an early age, and encourage everybody to become involved in the TRC, the work of the 94 recommendations that we have from the TRC, the National TRC. So that's moving forward. And the Police Services Board hasn't met since I've been on the town council. So we have an upcoming meeting, and I'll report probably at some point there. And that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Lego.
Yeah, last night I attended the LCC meeting. It was a pretty brief meeting, not a lot going on. And also attended the 3 special council meetings that we had. That's everything.
Thank you. There were 3, were there? Okay, so I attended those 3 special meetings too. And KDSV board meeting, the health unit board meeting, and the health unit, we're undertaking strategic planning, so I've been engaged with that, and I'll go on for another few months. Also attended the Franco-Ontarian flag raising ceremony, which was well attended this year. I think about 30 plus people. Slam Career Fair the same day, which was done at the Sioux North High School. Slam continues to do good work there, and there's quite a few employers and students looking at that. TRC flag raising with Chief Bull at the TIC. The TRC events spanned over about 3 days this year, with the 29th, 30th, and the 1st, I think, yeah, one of them being a wet day. And that, I think, was the ONWA, the Ontario Native Women's Association Silicate Sunset Women's Aboriginal Circle event at the town beach. Was kind of a dreary weather day, but a good event. Slept the TRC walk and event at the town beach the next day. With the CAO, we met with a member of the Prime Minister's staff, who was probably several buildings removed from the Prime Minister, but still it was, and that was regarding the immigration issue, and we're hoping to have more meetings, and perhaps through KDMA, there might be Suffolk County as well. Meeting with Eric Camillo, and emphasize the immigration issue as well, and he's going to take a letter that we have provided and walk it across the aisle to the minister in Parliament buildings. And he says by doing that, the ministers typically read the letter word for word, and hopefully that soften them up for our issues. There's telephone calls, CAO mayor check-ins, and checking in with AMO, following up on the release of the new policing regulation. So I've had a couple calls with AMO policy staff, just reacting and responding. And the proof will be in the pudding in November when we get our which they've said that all the bills will go out, and that's what they do at 4 p.m. on Friday in Toronto. They click send, and 300 bills go out, or whatever it is. And that Friday afternoon, I think, is going to be sometime in, I hope, early November. And that's the month. Thank you. And we have a motion that the council moves into closed session at 5:50 p.m. to discuss matters relating to position plan procedure, criteria, or instruction to be applied to any negotiations carried on or to be carried on by on or behalf of the municipality or local board pursuant to the Municipal Act 2001 as amended, section 239 2K, two items, local utility and infrastructure upgrade. And subject matter relating to a proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality pursuant to the Municipal Act 2001 as amended, section 239 2C. Two items, property on Highway 664 and property in Hudson. And mover to move into closed session. Councilor Lego, seconded by Councilor Antoinette, all in favor. Carried. I'll turn off our mics and
Yeah,
Mayor Lawrence.
The report out from closed session.
To Mayor Lawrence, there were no motions passed in closed session, nothing to report this month.
Thank you. And bylaw 64-25, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the municipality of Silicote, October 15th, 2025 regular council meeting, be read for second and third time and passed. Moved by Councilor Timpson, seconded by Councilor Van Breda. All in favor? Carried. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Brian?
Or-
Want to